Yes, good morning, Namaste. Today I want to discuss in this video Jainism and Buddhism. Completely in this video I want to discuss only Jainism. In the next video, second video, part 2 video, I want to discuss Buddhism. Yes, first Jainism and Buddhism emerged as the most prominent religious reform movements during later Vedic period. Both Jainism and Buddhism were founded in 6th century BC and they sprung out of the same roots. Yes, actually this Jainism and Buddhism, why these two religions born? Yes, numerous religions in the after Vedic, later Vedic period emerged in the Indian society. Yes, these numerous religious states arose in the middle Ganga plains in the second half of the 6th century, that is Common Era, before Common Era. We hear of as many as 62 religious sects. 62 religious sects. Of these sects, Jainism and Buddhism were the most important, and they emerged as the most potent religious reform movements. The real cause of the rise of these new religions lay in the spread of a new agricultural economy in northeastern India. Yes, here next to reasons for raising of Jainism and Buddhism. First, we discuss social causes. Caste system became rigid and it created inequality in the society. The Kshatriyas are represented the domination of the priestly class, and both Buddha and Mahavira belongs to Kshatriya origin. Jainism was taught in Pali and Prakrit, thus being more accessible to the common man as compared to Sanskrit. Yes, next come to the religious unrest. Religious life in ancient India was originally very simple. In Vedic age, very simple. Yes, so all the people were intellectuality increase. The development of this technology, science, not now. In the ancient time is also there is many changes in the society, and because of this, the intellectuality changes in the intellectuality of the human being. They create different. This is also these shastras which we follow now in Hindu culture. Those shastras also is designed in the 4th, 5th and 6th centuries. Actually these shastras are not base of Hindu culture. What are the base of Hindu culture? That is Vedas. Vedas, whatever the culture, the simple culture contained in Vedas, we completely left. We are telling we are Hindus. We follow Hindu Dharma. That is not all the Hindus. They cheat themselves by telling we are following orthodox Hindu philosophy. But we no Hindu nowadays not follow orthodox Hindu philosophy. That Vedic culture is where Hindu philosophy is very simple. There is no complex. Slowly the people make it complex and rigid, and making too many unnecessary restrictions unnecessary rites they include in the religion. That's why actually whatever in the Shastras we are not considered, whatever in the Vedas we have to consider. Yes, here that is religious unrest, because too many this religious life is in ancient India was originally very simple, but in the later Vedic period complex rituals and ceremonies began to dominate the practice of worship. The complex rituals and sacrifices were not acceptable to the common people. It became expensive and elaborate. This blind faith and superstitious beliefs confused the people. Yes, too many. Now we are telling we are very sophisticated, we are living in urban areas, we feel we are cultured, but many beliefs, whatever, all the religious people, either Hindus, Christians, Muslims, youth, any religion, Buddhist, Jainist, any religion person, whatever they follow, especially this type of beliefs, that is actually blind faith and beliefs, more we can see in the urban areas, not rural areas. Rural people always engage in the field work and some other, so they don't have time. Whatever these parents they follow, as mechanically they follow, but in urban areas they follow different fake speeches of this preachers. They follow and they make complex and they make actually this is all the religions now. Because of this blind faith and superstitions, all the religions became big. Yes, actually we cannot use, I cannot use that word like. So this blind faith and superstitious beliefs confused the people. Next, academic causes. The growth of the trade led to the improvement in the economic conditions of the Vaishyas. Now, they wanted to enhance their social status, but the orthodox Varna system did not allow this. Yes, actually come to the Varna system, Brahmin, Kshatriya, third this Vaishyas. They is social, in the social society, this Vaishyas position is third position. Even though they upgrade their position, this society, this complex orthodox rules not allow them to upgrade them. So similarly, many lending was imperative for the traders, which was prohibited in Vedas. The merchants class extended the chief support to these now new as that's actually whatever they want to need, whenever they want to need the support of the other two higher classes, they won't get the support of them, support of those upper classes. Then automatically these Vaishyas, first Vaishyas, turn towards this Jainism and Buddhism. However, actually, moreover, rise of agriculture raised demand of the draft animals which were being sacrificed for the religious ceremonies. The principles of non-violence suited settled agrarian community better, which was bought by Jainism and Buddhism. Next to Brahmanic supremacy. Vedic religion had become highly ritualistic. Next to priests considered themselves superior and others are inferior. They took advantage of knowing Sanskrit and interpreted religion according to their convenience, whereas these new religions were open for all and preached in local languages like Prakrit and Pali. Prakrit and Pali, which found appeal to common masses. Varna system had rigidified and people of the lower caste led miserable lives. Jainism offered them an honorable place. That's why automatically people attract towards these two religions. Here, come to the impact on Indian society. First impact we can see on the language and literature. Yes, sir, Jain contributed to Prakrit and Kannada literature. The language of Pali and other local languages developed through the teachings of Buddha. Next, we can see the impact of these religions in art and architecture. Actually, these two religions, the stupas at Sanchi, Barhat and Gaya, Jain temples at Mount Abu in Rajasthan, in the dominance of architecture are wonderful pieces, very wonderful pieces of architecture. Buddhism takes the credit for the chaityas and viharas in different parts of India. Yes, next to impact on philosophy. Here, the concept of ahimsa was chief contribution. Later, it became one of the cherished values of our nation. Yes, this Mahatma Gandhi also adopted this non-violence ahimsa, and he used this ahimsa as a weapon, and we gain our independence. Yes, this is our weapon. So our nation also adopted this ahimsa. Next to political progress. Sabhas and Samitis find its roots here. It had also promoted the spread of Indian culture in other parts of Asia. Yes, sir. Next, actually we can discuss that is simple religion. These two religions are very, very simple. Yeah. It's principles were very simple. It was easily followed by the people, and it was not complex like Vedic system. Next, opposition of caste system is the main concept of Jainism and Buddhism. They opposed Vedic Vedic culture, whatever the caste system is there, Varna system, these two new religions opposed that. Yes, due to their opposition, the complexity of caste system reduced from the society. Jainism was accessible to the people of all castes. Next to origin of Jainism. Yes, Jainism is a very ancient religion. As per some traditions, it is as old as the Vedic religion. Yes, one philosophy is there in religion in Jainism, that is their origin. Yes, actually, this two sects of Jainism, Shvetambaras and Digambaras. This Shvetambaras believe that this Krishna is their origin. God Krishna is their origin. That is from Krishna to this Jainism born. So Vedic culture, this is equivalent to the same. That is actually this the same at the time of whenever the Vedic culture born, the Jain culture is also born. That some type of belief also is there in Jainism. Yes, next to the Jain tradition has a succession of great teachers are Tirthankaras. There were 24 Tirthankaras. The first of the which was Vardhamana Mahavira. First is the last one is Vardhamana Mahavira. Next, the first Tirthankara is believed to be Vrishabhanatha or Vrishabha Dev. Next, the prominent Tirthankaras, in one of the prominent Tirthankara is Parshvanatha. He is the 23rd Tirthankara. He was born in Varanasi, and he may have lived in the 8th or 7th century, that is before Common Era. All the Tirthankaras were Kshatriyas by birth. Next, while come to the Vardhamana Mahavira, yes, actually came to this Jainism, came to and recognized by the society from the Vardhamana Mahavira. Yes, that is before Vardhamana Mahavira, no one in the society follow Jainism. Even they don't know about this philosophy also. According to the Jains, the origin of Jainism goes back to very ancient times. They believe in 24 Tirthankaras are great teachers or leaders of their religion. The first Tirthankara is believed to be Vrishabhanatha. He was born in Ayodhya. Next, Vardhamana Mahavira was the contemporary of Gautama Buddha. Yes, so according to the Jain tradition, most of the early Tirthankaras were born in the middle Ganga basin and attained Nirvana in Bihar. Yes, the 23rd Tirthankara were this is Parshvanatha. He was born in Varanasi. Next to Mahavir is said to be the 24th Tirthankara. Mahavira is 24th Tirthankara. This Vardhamana Mahavira was born in 540. This is before Common Era, in a village called Kundagrama. This Kundagrama is located near Vaishali, which is identical with Basar, and in the district of Vaishali. This Vaishali is located in North Bihar. Next, his father was Siddhartha. He was the head of the famous Kshatriya clan, that is clan called Gnatrika Kshatriya clan. Mahavir mother's name was Trishala. Trishala is sister of Lichvi chief Chetaka, whose daughter was wedded to Bimbisara. Bimbisara. Next, in the search of truth, Vardhamana abandoned the world at the age of 30 and became the ascetic, and during next 12 years he meditated. 12 years he meditated and practiced astralities of various kinds and endured many hardships. Next, in the search of actually 13th year, after a search of 12 years search, the 13th year, when he had reached the age of 42, he attained Kaivalya. Kaivalya means Jain. That's why this religion is known as Jainism. Jainism, Kaivalyam. That through Kaivalya he acquired misery and happiness. Yes, because of this conquest, he is known as Mahavira, or the great hero of Jina. Actually, Jina, that is the conqueror, and his followers are known as Jains. Followers are known as Jains. Jainas or Jains. Next, he passed away at the age of 72 in 468 before Common Era, and actually he died at Pavapuri. This is near modern Rajgir. Next, his actually already I said he was married Yasoda. And he had a daughter Anoja or Priyadarshana. Only one daughter. Her name is Anoja or Priyadarshana. Yes, in some books Priyadarshana, some books Anoja. So I mentioned both Anoja and Priyadarshana. Yes, at the age of 30, Vardhamana renounced his home and became a wandering ascetic. He also observed self-mortification. About 200 years after the death of Mahavira, a great famine in the Ganga Valley protected Chandragupta Maurya and Bhadrabahu. Bhadrabahu, that is actually last Acharya of undivided Jain Sangha. Bhadrabahu to migrated to Karnataka. Jainism spread to South India after Maurya period. While this who is that Bhadrabahu migrated from North India, from Ganga Valley to Karnataka, he reached the Sravanabalagola. Sravanabalagola is Gomateshwara. That is big statue of Gomateshwara. Yes, that is so Karnataka. Jainism, like that, Jainism reached South India. Yes, sir. Now come to the teachings of Jainism. Mahavira rejected Vedic principles. Yes, he did not believe the God's existence. According to him, the universe is a product of the natural phenomenon of the cause and effect. He believed in karma and transmigration of the soul. The body dies, but the soul does not. But here, one will be punished or rewarded as per one's karma. Yes, advocate a life of austerity and non-violence. Stressed on equality but did not reject the caste system unlike Buddhism, but he also said that man may be good or bad as per his actions and not birth. Asceticism was taken to a great length. Starvation and nudity and self-mortification were expounded. Two elements of the word jiva, that is conscious, and atma, unconscious, that is called jivatma. Yes, in Hindu philosophy it is there, jivatma. Yes, Hindu philosophy, not only jivatma, Hindu philosophy believe jivatma and paramatma, that is existing of God. But here only jivatma, Jainism believe only jivatma. There is no, they are not believe in paramatma. Yes, that is the difference between Jain and Hindu. Yes, next to the Tirthankaras of Jaina is Triratnas of Jainism is, first one is right faith, right knowledge, right conduct, that is observance of the 5 vows, and ahimsa, non-violence, satya, truth, and asteya. Asteya means no stealing. We should not steal anything. Yes, here I remember, but it becomes a very lengthy video. That's why I not narrate. One story in Vivekananda's books. One story is on asteya. Yes, extra wonderful story it is there. If it is possible, read that story. Wonderful story it is. Asteya, parigraha. Parigraha is actually no acquired property. We should not own any property. Next, brahmacharya. Brahmacharya means abstinence. Yes, next, after this, actually all these the ratnas, 3 ratnas, actually first 3 they mentioned, later they extended 2 more, they added. Yes, these are very tough to follow. So slowly, because that is one of the reason this Jainism lost their patronage. Split of Jainism. Yes, when Bhadrabahu left for South India, Sthulabahu remained in the North India with his followers. The Sthulabahu changed the code of conduct and they said that white clothes could be worn. Thus, split Jainism into 2 sets. This Shvetambaras, white clothed northerners, those are guided by Sthulabahu, and Digambaras, sky-clad, that is naked, that is southerners, that is South Indians, that followed as guided by Bhadrabahu. This Shvetambaras guided by Sthulabahu, Digambaras guided by Bhadrabahu. Yes, next to Jain councils. First Jain council held at Pataliputra in 3rd century, that is BCE, and this president by Sthulabahu. Next, second council held at Vallabhi in Gujarat. Vallabhi is located in Gujarat in 512. That is Common Era, and preceded by Devardhagani. 12 anganas were compiled here. 12 anganas are compiled here. Only 2 councils. In Buddhism 4 councils, Jainism 2 councils. Next, royal patronage of Jainism in South India, Kadambas dynasty, Ganga dynasty, Amogha Varsha and Kumarapala that Kumarapala belongs to Chanukya dynasty. Chanukya. These in South India, these dynasties patronized Jainism. In Satavahanas also, this queens and this royal family, women of royal family patronized Jainism. Yes, next this other Gautami Putra Satakarni, these are somewhat by following their mothers, they also encourage this Jainism. Next in North India, Bimbisara, Ajatasatru, next to Chandragupta Maurya, Bindusara, next to Harshavardhana, Amma, next to Bindusara, next to Kharavelu, these are patronized this Jainism. Why this Jainism declined? This doctrine of first doctrine of Jainism I will discuss. Jainism taught 5 doctrines: do not commit violence, do not speak a lie, do not steal, do not acquire property, and observe continuous brahmacharya. It is said that only the 5th doctrine was added by Mahavira. The other 4 were taken over by him from previous teachers. Jainism attached the utmost importance to ahimsa or non-injury to living being. Jainism was divided into 2 sets. Svetambara are those who put on the white dresses, and Digambaras are those who keep themselves naked. Yes, Jainism recognized the existence of the gods but placed them lower than the Jina. Jainism mainly aimed at the attain of freedom from worldly bonds. No rituals is required for the acquiring such liberation. It can be obtained through right knowledge, right faith, and right action. These 3 are considered to be the 3 jewels of the Triratnas of Jainism. What are the 3 Ratnas? Right knowledge, right faith, and right action. Next, how the Jainism spread. In order to spread the teachings of Jainism, Mahavira organized an order of this follower which admitted both men and women. The spread of this Jainism in Karnataka is attributed to Chandragupta Maurya. Chandragupta Maurya became a Jina, gave up his throne and spent the last years of his life in Karnataka as a Jina assistant. The second cause of the spread of Jainism is in South India is said to be the great famine that took place in Magadha 200 years after the death of Mahavira. Already I said Ganga plains, that's why Bhadrabahu migrated from that Ganga plains to Karnataka. The famine lasted for 12 years, and in order to protect themselves, many jains went to the south under the leadership of Bhadrabahu, but the rest of them staying back in the Magadha under the leadership of Sthulabahu. The order to start out different and to complain, the main teachings of Jain councils were convinced in Pataliputra, Pataliputra is in modern days Patna. But the South Jains boycott the councils and refused to accept its decisions. From now onwards, the Southrons began to call Digambaras, and the Magadha Jainism spread to Kalinga in Orissa in the 4th century, the 4th century before Common Era, and in the 1st century before Common Era itself, and it enjoyed the patronage of the Kalinga king Kharavela. Next, contribution of Jainism. Jainism made the first serious attempt to mitigate the evils of the Varna order and the ritualistic Vedic religion. This they adopted Prakrit language of the common people to preach their doctrines. Actually, this religious literature was written in Ardhamangadhi. You have to remember Ardhamangadhi is Ardhamangadhi, and the text were final complaint in the 6th century, that is Common Era, at Vallabhi in Gujarat, a great center of education. Vallabhi University is there in ancient days. Vallabhi is one of the ancient universities. Nalanda, Takshashila, Kanchi, Vallabhi. Next, that is yes. Next, yes, many religion languages developed out the Prakrit languages, particularly Sasari, out of which they grew the Marathi language. The Jains composed the earliest important works in that is important works in Apabhramsha, and prepared its first grammar. Initially, like the Buddhists, the Jainists were not image worshippers. Later, they began to worship Mahavira and also the 23rd Tirthankara. Beautiful and sometimes massive images in stone were sculptured for these purposes, especially in Karnataka, Gujarat, Rajasthan and Madhya Pradesh. Jain art in ancient times is not as rich as Buddhist art, but Jainism contributed substantially to art and architecture in medieval time. As Uttarajayana Sutta is a Prakritic text of Jains, is one of the contribution of ancient literature. Here, because of this, yes, this Jains also, like Hindu, they also, but first initially they oppose this, that is what we call Deeparadhana, and also this idol worship. These people oppose, but later Jain also started, like the Buddhist also started, Jains also started. They keep their teachers, Tirthankaras, idols, and they started worship, especially for Mahavira's idols, they started to worship. So then the common people who attract this religion, new religion, those cannot differentiate, because these religions also practice the same religions of the Hindu. So slowly this attraction towards this new religion is fade out. They too again they started to follow this Hindu culture. Otherwise, they remain Jains, but they are not. Actually, in other religions also, nowadays many religions are propagate and many people are converted. Yes, those people also convert to the other religions. Yes, this is about Buddhism, sorry, Jainism. In the next video, I want to make about Buddhism. Yes, thank you for watching my video. If you like my video is useful, please subscribe and share to your peer group and your friends and who are aspirants of the other competitive exams and civil service exam. For them, please share. Thank you for watching my video. Have a nice day. Jai Hind.